crafty influencer is making bank, apparently, making a lot of money through AI technology. This is new and uncharted. Territory. And honestly, AI technology kind of terrifies me a little bit because I think it will make certain workers obsolete. But in this case, you have an influencer who's like, maybe I can use this to my advantage and actually make more money. So she used OpenAI and thousands of hours of her own voice recordings to create an AI version of herself that will be your girlfriend for the low price of $1 per minute.
Cheaper than most.
Yep. Really? Okay. So Marjorie is a 23-year-old who is much smarter than I am. She has 1.8 million followers on Snapchat. She also has more than 1,000 boyfriends with whom she spends anywhere from 10 minutes to several hours every day in individual conversations, discussing plans for the future, sharing intimate feelings, and even engaging in sexually charged chats, which I have no interest in, gotta keep it real, but she has no problem with it and she's making money off doing it.
By the way, the math doesn't work out on that. If you have 1,000, you can't be spending between 10 minutes and several hours with each one.
Au contraire.
That's not how time works.
No, it turns out she's got.
Oh, I thought you meant her personally and then she adds the AI. Okay, fine, if it's the AI, that's fine.
So, she doesn't really have 1,000 boyfriends, but her AI double does. So like, this is so genius. Okay, here's the question.
Wait, weren't you like super critical about the app stuff with this? Like now all of a sudden you're all in.
Who wants to be my boyfriend? But is it really me or is it an extension of my consciousness? I won't even charge $1 a minute. I'll charge
78 cents a minute.
75 cents.
Okay, so someone comes to you and is like, I'm gonna set this up. We're gonna scan all these videos that you've done.
Yes. John, I'm so tired of my financial situation. Yes, I would do it 100%.
Interesting, I would not have expected that.
Why? It's not me.
Oh, by the way, I'm not saying that.
AI version of me.
My questioning you about that is not to imply that I think it's a bad thing. I just would not think that you would.
I was gonna say something that I would probably regret, so I'm gonna move on. I have anyway, let's move on.
Are the words pics and feet involved in this? I 100%. Have a feeling that's what you're gonna talk about.
I have never done it, but there are women who sell photos of their feet and they make a killing doing it.
It's really a victimless crime.
But it is, John. It is a victimless crime.
It's not a crime.
It's not a crime at all. Like, I mean, you're helping people who have a certain affinity for feet.
Yeah.
Right? You're making their lives better.
I'm just waiting for.
And it's just their feet.
I'm thinking
just photos.
By ChatGPT 7, I can create a text-based duplicate of my feet. And then I think it's on like Donkey Kong.
My God, you know what? I think AI is democratizing the world.
Give me more details.
All right, okay. So CarynAI is a voice-based chat box that bills itself as a virtual girlfriend with a voice and personality close enough to that of human Marjorie that people are willing to pay $1 per minute for a relationship with the bot. Okay, so there's a dark side of this story, which is the fact that there are people who are willing to pay $1 a minute to talk to a chatbot, and that.
Are you too young to remember like the phone lines that people would call? Those are like $3.50. I hear $3.50 a minute. I think.
No, I know.
This is a bargain.
I know.
And consider with inflation.
But I don't begrudge anyone who does that, right? Like I'm not judging them at all. I'm saying the dark side of this is there's so many lonely people in the country, in the world.
Oh, like, that's definitely true.
That's what I'm sad about, right? But either way.
You want another dark side, by the way?
Maybe not, but go ahead.
Okay, well, the dark side, I presume, would be that we have this conversation about all the jobs that'll be replaced by AI. You know, one job that's gonna be replaced by AI? Her AI.
What do you mean?
Why don't they just scan her? Like there'll be someone who'll be like ChatGPT, go and watch a bunch of her videos, duplicate her voice, her personality. How good is it at duplicating her personality?
Why is he on the show?
I'm not saying they should, that's bad, don't do that. But I'm saying someone will definitely do that, and not just for her.
You've already done it, haven't you?
How far are we from you being able to dial up, oh, you know who I'm dating online now? Scarlett Johansson or whoever, I don't get to insert a name. It's gonna be able to do their face, replicate their voice, their personality to the extent that we have access to any of these people's actual personality.
Oh my God.
You'll be able to dial up instantly.
Are we gonna have to patent certain AI bots?
Our digital avatar or whatever?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, regulations just are not keeping up with these technological advances.
Come on, Biden.
Yeah, Biden, he's on it. He's on it. We gotta protect CarynAI.
He's like, what?
Okay, so CarynAI is the first romantic companion avatar from AI company Forever Voices, which has made chatbot versions of like Steve Jobs, Taylor Swift, and for some reason, Donald Trump. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. But unlike those other bots, CarynAI promises to create a real emotional bond with users. Okay.
Sure.
So what do you think about that?
I don't even doubt that. I'm not necessarily because it's so good at replicating this influencer, but you know what else you can do with your AI bot? You can have it read every book on manipulation in 1 second. You can have it understand everything about how people can be manipulated into experiencing certain feelings, forming certain connections, and it can master all of that and then integrate the personality into duplicating it.
You know, you seem to, based on what others are saying, you seem to overestimate where the technology is at the moment.
No, I'm not saying necessarily where it is at the moment.
So you mean in the future, like what the
near future, I think.
Interesting.
I think there are these caps right now on what things like, and I'm talking specifically about my experience with like ChatGPT or whatever, where theoretically the model that you're working with doesn't have any data more recent than like 2021 or whatever. They're eventually going to unleash that, or people are going to come up with their own versions, and it will be able to absorb all of this. There are projects that digitize books. That's all online. It can absorb all of that almost instantly. Yeah, I guess I'm bullish, I guess. I'm not a big investor. Is it bullish or bearish? The one where it's bad, I think, where it's more powerful is where I think this is gonna be very soon.
Yeah, you're definitely bullish, yeah. Well, okay. So let's get back to Marjorie, because she launched this as a private invite-only test in Telegram back in May. But yesterday, she actually launched a beta version, which she will begin promoting it on her social media platforms. So here's what she says about all of this. Whether you need somebody to be comforting or loving, or you just want to rant about something that happened at school or at work, CarynAI will always be there for you. You can have limitless possible reactions with CarynAI. So anything is truly possible with conversation. Now I'm against it all of a sudden.
Why?
It seems a little dystopian, because I am wondering, like, does this discourage people from going out into the real world and having human connection,
maybe
like real life, in-person human connection?
Maybe. I think the counter argument would be that it provides practice in a less stressful environment to develop those skills. A lot of people are terrified to even try to engage in dating, and so how are you supposed to? It's like, how do you get a job where you have to have experience in the job to get the job? So I think that would be the counter argument. I think, and again,
I
love
that
she has
to solve that. Like, I think the real answer is to work on that instead of like shifting to a reliance on AI technology to keep people, to give people a sense of camaraderie. You know?
Sure.
So
yeah, just reading that, I think I think there are definitely people who are going to want that, and also, to the extent that this is a money-making thing, I hope that she makes it fast, because it's going to be ubiquitous so soon. Like, I just don't think you're going to be able to have your own branded thing. What you bring to it is too easy to replicate, I think.
Well,
also,
can
we just quickly point out that, and I don't know anything about her, Marjorie has like the most unfortunate name.
I know.
I'm sorry, Marjorie.
She didn't pick it.
No, it's spelled differently and everything.
It is.
I actually like the way it's spelled.
Not the Marjorie part though. It's spelled as you would expect.
But the Karen spell's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's different. So finally, let's just talk about how much money she's making for now, before her, AI version is replicated by someone like John, who's figured out how to do it and has like robbed her of her identity. So though CarynAI has only been charging users for a week, and In beta testing, it's already generated $71,610 in revenue from her 99% male partners, and that's according to an income statement Marjorie's business manager shared with Fortune. So it's real. This is not made up.
So she's gonna make more than $250,000 this month. You know, that is impressive, but if you'd told me it was $15 million in a week, I would have also believed that.
Same.
I know people make crazy money online.
They do. That's the thing. She's smart. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with this.
I don't think there's anything.
It's a service she's providing. They're paying for it. By the way, there's a million versions of this already. People who pay money to chat with like webcam models and stuff. This is basically the same thing. I mean, I would say that connection's a little bit more authentic because that person is theoretically talking directly to you, and that is the person. But these people are not. What I like about this is not her saying, "I'm gonna start a service where you can chat to me."
No.
It's actually the app. No, she's clear that it's the bot.
There is informed consent in this equation.
Exactly.
She's not trying to swindle anybody, and she has found a smart way to scale up, as entrepreneurs like to say.
Yeah.
She has scaled up.
And it's already got like the pistons and gears turning in my brain. I don't know machines. Are those good? But anyway, they're moving. I don't think, and I don't want to think that a lot of you are desperate to digitally date me. But we could talk politics or something. Not us. I'm super busy. Obviously, we're on air right now. But my bot will be available soon. We can chat about Trump and the election. What do you think?
That's actually a brilliant idea.
I wish I hadn't said it out loud.
You should.
Damn.
Can you make one for yourself and for me?
I don't know. The thing about, I don't know Karen Marjorie or whatever, but these people all have these teams. You just have an idea and then they do. I don't have anyone.
It's so good
I don't
to
have any
teams.
team. I don't have a manager.
You have a team.
No, not that works for me.
Yeah, they don't work for you.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like my personal, I don't have that.
Yeah, neither do I.
So yeah, I don't.
My team is Charlie and Christian.
Yeah, and by the way, everyone in LA that I've ever met has a manager and an agent at the very least.
They're
like people who you just found out about a day ago have a manager. I don't have a manager. Should I have a manager? Should I have at least an AI manager?
I will talk to you about that off air because I don't want to offend anyone. But with that said, what they do, what you think they're gonna do for you is not what they're actually gonna do.
They got her.
That's it.
They got her a Matrix version of herself.
That's true.
I do like the idea.
True.
There are people that I'd want to chat, like not necessarily like this, but like, like if I could talk with Padma Lakshmi about food or something,
You are so thirsty.
For about food,
right.
Or the Gaines is about
Why did you
renovations.
Want to talk to
Tom Colicchio?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because he'd hate me. That's why. He feuds with Cenk all the time on Twitter. Used to anyway.
Stanley Tucci. He seems delightful.
That's a possibility.
I would
my
love
wife
to talk
would do
to
that.
Stanley
We
Tucci.
watched his show a little bit. No, Padma Lakshmi's got way more experience.
Right, okay. Anyway, let's move on.
She's written like many cookbooks. She's traveled the world cooking.
Yep.
She's hosted Top
Tucci
Chef for like
never
20 seasons. No, he has not done all of that.
He went to Italy.
The casual disrespect for Padma Lakshmi that I'm experiencing.
No.
He went to Italy.
No, hold
She's
on.
never been there, I guess. She probably never managed to go to Florence.
On. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Padma Lakshmi is wonderful, but you're also a thirsty boy. Let's just keep it real.
Both things can be true.
Exactly.
Anyway, the disrespect needs to end. We're gonna watch Top Chef together and you're gonna understand.
Okay.
She has her own show, by the way, traveling around America, talking about our culinary history.
You're right. Padma Lakshmi is the top culinary expert in the world, and that's the person you should want to talk to.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you admit that.
Putting it aside now.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.